videos for 40 days straight. Waist is 27. Hips are about a quarter over 37. Thighs are about 21 and 1/8. Scale says 135.2. Okay, so that's where I'm at. My legs are really sore. I did some squats yesterday. I'm starting to do the whole squat thing. There's a fad going around on the internet called the 100 squats a day. Some of you may have seen it. And I thought to myself, I probably cannot do 100 squats a day. So I'm practicing my squats. Right now, I can do 50 in a row without stopping. But after 50, I have to slow down significantly because my legs are just burning. So just one after another, up, down, I can do 50. I could probably push myself to do more than that, but I would be going like really slow, like that. So I'm just going to say I'm up to about 50 now. But I'm practicing. I'm going to let it rest today and do it again tomorrow. But my thighs feel good. They feel good and tight. Like I said, any kind of target training is so important if you really want to tone up and sculpt. Cardio, I do jogging all the time, which is good for your heart. But if you really want to target your specific muscles and really sculpt them and make them look good, you really got to do some target training. So I was doing squats, which looks something like this. And then up, back down, or down and up, continuously, without stopping. So, and of course now my thighs are burning today. So cardio and target training, if you want to look really good. And, everyone is different. Some people can work out just a little bit. Some people just don't put on weight. They just don't, I don't know. Everyone is different. Like I said in a previous video, I believe that the health and metabolism of a person really begins when they're a fetus in the womb. Because I think what your mother feeds you while you're in the womb makes all the difference, makes a huge difference. If you are breastfed as a baby, that will make a huge difference. Mothers who don't breastfeed are really doing their baby an enormous disservice because breast milk is the healthiest thing for an infant. So these women who just bottle feed their babies cow milk formulas, it's so unhealthy. Breastfeeding is so important for good health. Now it's a different story if you have some kind of medical condition and you can't. But some women just choose not to breastfeed, and it's really wrong. It really is. Breastfeeding will make the baby so much healthier. And might get attacked for saying that, but it's absolutely true. Any doctor will tell you breast milk is much healthier. So, eating one of my favorites, breakfast today, strawberries and avocado. Lots of flavor. And I just eat the leaves of the strawberry, like I said before. They're totally edible. I'm going to have some coconut. Just take my little coconut scissors, carve it out. And just drink. Oh my gosh. So good. There's just nothing like yummy coconut juice. So delicious. And you know, so there's a lot of coconut water products coming out. But this is the way to drink it, right out of the coconut. Freshly opened. You don't even need to wash any glasses. This is your glass right here. Heaven. So when I changed my diet, I had to realize that in order for this to be successful, it's imperative that I wean myself off of all these standard American diet flavors. Really, really high salt, really, really, really sugary. Like that, you know, that sickening kind of sugar, the processed sugar, table sugar. The white stuff that you buy in the package, and the salt. I have a thing of salt right here. I just kept it. I had this before I went raw. This is used on everything. This stuff will make you very bloated. It makes you retain water, makes your stomach poochy. This stuff is put on everything. Sodium chloride. So I knew I had to wean myself off these old flavors. Processed salt, processed sugar, and grease, cooked oil. Those are the main things. I think I'm kind of over my sugar cravings, but it's the fried foods and the grease and the salt that I'm still having trouble with. I love French fries. I love French fries so much. I love the taste of fried food. But I know that I have to just get over it if I want to be healthy and look good. So the sugar thing I'm kind of over. Now when I see a box of Oreo cookies, I just think, ugh, yuck. But if I see a big plate of French fries, I want to eat it. So for me, it's the salt and the grease that I'm trying to get over. I'm still battling that. But the sugar thing, I'm kind of over the sugar thing. And I see these rows of candy in the supermarket, and it just looks like a big stomachache to me. But fries still look really good, French fries. So it's just realizing that you have to kick these cravings. It's the standard American diet. Salt and sugar and oil is put on everything. Everything is fried. Everything has cheese in it. And like I said in a previous video, cheese is one of the most fattening things to eat. And bread. Bread is also super duper duper fattening. Cheese and bread and fried foods. And that's just everywhere. That's why it's so difficult to stone after a while, because you go out in civilization, and here you are trying to eat healthy. Here you are on your little alienated island trying to eat healthy and be healthy and reject all this stuff, and you go out and it's just it's all this madness everywhere. It's become American tradition to just be obese and sit in a recliner and watch TV and eat nachos and drink beer and just be unhealthy. And people who want to be healthy are actually looked at like they're so strange. So that's what it's become, and it's craziness. Now I'm going to crack this thing open. Okay, normally I use something to protect my hand, but smells good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. My knife. I really should be eating this every day. I haven't had coconut in a couple days, so I'm like fiending for it. That's why it's so funny when you're vegan and you meet another vegan. You're like, oh my gosh! I don't feel like such a weirdo. But up until I changed my diet, I had met one vegan my entire life when I was 18. One guy. I can only imagine what it was like being vegan years ago, because it's becoming more and more popular now. More and more people are going vegan and vegetarian. It's just constantly growing, which is good. And, I was 18 and met one vegan. That was the only vegan I met before I changed my diet a year and a half ago. And he did not talk to me about why he did not talk to me about it at all. He didn't try to convert me at all. And I wish he had. To have gone vegan at 18 would have been so great. I would have saved a lot of damage to my body. So looking back now, I wish he had talked to me about it, but I guess he didn't want to feel like he was preaching to me, because it is a very touchy subject when you get around people. So I guess he felt like he didn't want to preach to me about it or bring up or talk about it at all. And of course I was 18 and dumb, and well, not dumb, but I had other things on my mind. And I never asked him any questions about it. I just thought he was weird. Oh my God, he does not eat cheese. How does he live without cheese? I don't understand how anyone can live without cheese. Meat, okay, maybe I can live without meat, because I was never a big meat eater in the first place. Ice cream was my thing. Dairy was more my thing. And I thought, how in the world can anyone live without cheese and butter? And that's just impossible, and he's just a big weirdo. So I didn't talk to him about it at all, and he didn't talk to me about it at all. And I really regret that. I wish he had opened his mouth and tried to convince me that that was the right way to eat and live. So I had to wait years later and keep inflicting damage on my body. But oh well, I'm just glad I finally was enlightened eventually. I feel lucky and thankful. But yeah, I wish he had talked to me about it. I wish he had tried to convert me when I met him long ago. And so yeah, just having to wean yourself off the grease and the salt and the sugar is one of the first steps. You have to wean yourself off all those tastes and start appreciating the natural taste of fruit sugar. Instead of orange candy, eating a fresh orange. Instead of a strawberry shake from McDonald's, eating fresh strawberries. You know, there's huge differences between the two. Instead of eating banana walnut ice cream, slice up some fresh bananas and some raw walnuts. You know, get down to the raw basics, the raw, non-fattening, nutritious basics. That processed food is fattening and non-nutritious. And remember, there are high-fat foods that are fattening and there are high-fat foods that are non-fattening. Like, this is an example of a non-fattening, fat-rich food, avocado. And coconut. If you went on a diet of exclusively avocado and coconut, you would be thin and you would lose weight if you were obese. And again, if you don't believe me, just try it for yourself. Just try it for yourself. If you can't eat nothing, I dare you, eat nothing but avocado and coconut. And I mean really nothing. Don't sneak in some cookies here and there and then blame weight gain on the avocado. That's illogical and nonsensical. If you were to truly, honestly eat nothing but avocado and coconut, you would lose weight and get really, really thin. Because there's no fattening property, there's no fattening potential in those foods. And when you eat foods like that, you can eat as much as you want and never get fat. You have to chew a lot with coconut. So yeah, instead of carton orange juice, start buying oranges. Instead of carton apple juice, start buying apples. Get down to the raw basics. Wean yourself off those tastes and flavors. And start training your taste buds and your mind to crave natural flavors. And avocados are kind of salty. When I want something a little less sweet and more salty, I eat avocado. So, eliminating the standard American diet, the SAD diet, tastes and flavors, is a must. You gotta do it. So, another thing I wanted to bring about, I wanted to just bullet point all the fundamental basic things, basic facts that I think everyone should know about cholesterol. I did not know any of these things before I changed my diet and began reading. So number one, cholesterol is only found in animals. It's a lipid molecule found in the structural membranes of cells in animals, only animals. Also, always keep in mind that humans are an animal. So if you were to eat other human body parts, you'd be eating cholesterol. And when you eat any other animal, you're eating cholesterol. Plants do not contain this substance. fiber instead of cholesterol. Well, plants have plant sterols, but I'm saying animal products don't have fiber. So plants do not have this waxy cholesterol substance. And when I say plants, I'm talking about fruit, because fruits come off of plants. So that's one major point. Cholesterol is only found in animals. It's made predominantly in the liver of animals. It's excreted in the mammal's milk. When we're infants, if we are breastfed, like we should be, we get cholesterol with our mother's milk, but it's a healthy, non-harming cholesterol, because like I said in a previous video, human milk is formulated specifically for humans to digest. So when we're babies, we do get some cholesterol when we're breastfed, and that's fine. It's healthy cholesterol. It's dietary cholesterol. Dietary cholesterol is cholesterol that you eat. And so people say, well, cholesterol is good for you, so we need to eat meat so we can get cholesterol. No, we don't, because our bodies naturally produce cholesterol, mainly in the liver. Our bodies produce cholesterol on their own. So we don't need to be eating cholesterol. When we eat cholesterol, that's when problems can arise in the arteries and the heart. In the arteries and then eventually the heart. Because once the arteries are damaged, that will damage the heart and the brain. It's where strokes come from. It's where heart attacks come from. When the arteries are not delivering blood and oxygen the way they should be doing, because they're so clogged. So no, we do not need to eat dietary cholesterol because our bodies produce it ourselves. Any doctor will tell you this. Well, any doctor will tell you that we do produce cholesterol. Some doctors eat meat, so they may not agree, but but talk to the doctors who are progressive and suggesting plant-based diets, and they will tell you the body has no need for dietary cholesterol because we produce it on our own. The liver produces the cholesterol that we need. Yes, we need cholesterol. That's why our bodies produce it. We don't need to eat it. When we eat it, it causes health problems. When we eat plants, we're not getting any cholesterol. Not even vegetable oil has cholesterol because it's made with vegetables. But you're running into problems with oil that I covered in a previous video. So, only when we eat other animals are we eating cholesterol. When we eat fruits and vegetables, we're not getting any. It's a cholesterol-free diet, which is fine. A cholesterol-free diet will preserve you very well. It's healthy for the arteries. So, yes, we need cholesterol, but no, we do not need to eat it, except when we're babies and we're being breastfed. So, after that, our bodies produce everything we need. Okay? And weeding off the standard American diet, salty, sugary grease. The salt, the sugar, and the grease has got to go if you want to look good and feel good and be healthy and be around for a long time. Of course, nothing is guaranteed. You know, there's still pollution everywhere that also affects our health, and accidents happen all the time. So nothing is guaranteed. Just because you're raw vegan and you work out for 5 hours every day does not mean you're going to live to 120. You know, there are no guarantees. So you just have to want it bad enough. Where there's a will, there's a way. That is so true. You have to want it bad enough. And you have to want to be able to feel good and look good more than you want unhealthy food. Think, oh, that big slice of cake looks really good. But do I want to eat that big slice of cake, or do I want to fit into that little tiny dress and feel good when I walk down the street, feel good when I present myself to people, and look good? You know, those are just choices that have to be made, and they make all the difference. So some people get angry and blame other people for what they eat. You know, it's nobody's fault but yours, what you decide to put in your mouth, you know? It's your decision. to look like? So your appearance is determined by the choices, the food choices. And would you rather look good and feel good, or would you rather just eat cookies and chips and pizza and nachos? Is it really worth it? Are nachos really worth it? Are cookies really worth it? Something that's going to be here and gone in a minute. You know, you're with your body all the time. You live in your body. So what do you want more?